Movies, once again, light episode. This is probably the lightest movies has been in a couple of seasons, not gonna lie. We have Shrek 5 dropping a surprise casting announcement, kind of surprise, I guess, and our third actual passing. It's just not a good week, I guess. Welcome, nerds, to the Clips channel. You are about to watch the movie news for the week, at least since the last time you were here, probably. So, movie news, this is a smaller portion of a larger video. If you want to get all of the nerdy news, all of the pop culture stuff that's going on, go check out the main channel, Generally Nerdy. The name of the show you're looking for is called The Week in Nerddom, and that's where you can get everything. Or you can just stay here and specifically watch movie news. We're going to talk about upcoming movies. We're going to talk about things that are happening in the box. Kicking things off, we have follow-ups and corrections here for the movie section. We have one follow-up. It is casting Shrek 5. We've talked about this previously. We got a little bit of a video announcing the cast, the returning cast mostly, but Shrek and Fiona have a daughter now, and that daughter is going to be voiced by none other than Zendaya. So, kind of surprising that they got somebody like that to do a voice on an animated show, though I guess the same argument could be made originally for Cameron Diaz voicing Fiona. So yeah, I can see it for sure. I dig this. I'm here for it. That's our follow-up though. Let's move on. Oh, and then we're back down with regular ass news. Oh man, this is such a draining week. Gene Hackman was found this week, passed away. He was found in his home. His wife also was found passed away in their home. He was, where did my notes go? Gene Hackman was 95 years old. His wife, Betsy Arakawa, who was a concert pianist, was 63 years old. And also one of their pet dogs was found passed. Still no word as to exactly what it was that took the lives of the three members of the Hackman family, but conflicting reports seem to suggest that maybe at the very least, Gene was in not the greatest health over the course of the last few months, though one of his offspring seems to think otherwise, even though other offspring of his don't agree. It's just the whole thing. The really super sad part about this is we now do know that Gene Hackman, who had a pacemaker, his pacemaker stopped working on the 17th. So it was a week before they were found in their home. And it was on a wellness check because people hadn't heard from them for a week. So yeah, this is probably the heaviest of all of the passings this week, just because of the circumstance. And also, Gene Hackman's amazing. So yeah, just let's take a minute for Gene Hackman. We've taken a lot of moments this week. Let's pay our respects.
You guys as nervous as I am? And the winner is Mr. Gene Hackman.
That's what it says. Thank you very much. I just want to start at the beginning just for a second and say, sitting out there next to Barbara Harris reminds me of my first acting scene ever. Was in New York, and the gentleman sitting in front of us when we were doing that scene was my acting teacher, and I just have to mention his name, George Morris, and I want to thank him. Also, Mr. Billy Friedkin, who has already received his prize tonight, but I have to thank him because he really brought me through this when I wanted to quit. And Eddie Egan, who you all know, Mr. Phil D'Antoni, Roy Scheider, Roy, and last, a young lady who I met in New York many years ago, Miss Filippa Maltese, and she brought me uptown.
And then we're kind of staying in that same energy though a little bit. This is suggestions for the movie section. Suggestion is 1978's Superman. The kind of the proof of concept, if you will, for a lot of comic book movies. Like, yes, it wasn't the first comic book movie. There was the Batman movie with Adam West. There were the Superman movies with Christopher Reeve's father playing Superman. Like, this was not the first. This was just the first modern version. Modern is kind of a loose term now because it was 1978, but still holds up to a good degree, maybe not as much as some might think it does. It's quality though. This is a classic superhero movie with classic Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor, Christopher Reeve as Superman. You cannot go wrong with the OG Superman. Also Superman 2, if you like this one, go watch that one as well. Don't go beyond Superman 2 though, maybe, because you just take my word for it. Thank you very much, nerds, for tuning in. If you want to level up your nerdy, geeky, pop culture knowledge, then don't forget to subscribe and do all of the things. Go check out the main channel, Generally Nerdy, for the larger portion. Again, you get all of these sections into one convenient video over on Generally Nerdy. The name of the show is The Week in Nerddom. Thank you for checking out this clip. We will see you next time. Before we go, though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, probably here.